at my first job, I met a woman who has become a very close friend of mine. I've known her for about 35 years. And, we became very close work friends and talked about all kinds of unimportant issues or unimportant things. Had a lot of fun. But at one point, and it was fairly early on, we began having this conversation that just became very deep. And we started talking about all of these concepts and these ideas that I had had since childhood that I just knew intuitively. I was sharing things that I had not shared with anyone before, again, about these concepts that have turned out to be metaphysical ideas, metaphysical principles that I just seem to know intuitively. And at one point in the conversation, she kind of looked at me and she said, "Michael," which only she and my mother call me Michael. She said, "Michael, do you understand that there are whole libraries filled with books on these concepts?" And I kind of looked at her wide-eyed, and I had no concept of that, no realization of that whatsoever. And she gave me a book, knowing that I was really turned off to the concept of spirituality and the concept of, religion by association. But knowing that and being very clever, she gave me this book called The Silva Mind Control Method for Business Managers. And at that time, I was very interested in climbing the corporate ladder. I wanted to really excel in a profession. And my mother was a school teacher, my dad was a minister, and so, I really didn't have anyone around who could show me the ropes around corporate culture or around the idea of corporate jobs. They had professional roles, but they were certainly not corporate roles. And so I was all about this book. I was very excited about it because it was all about bettering yourself and doing that through meditation and the law of attraction or manifesting. If any of this resonates with you, I'd love you to follow along. Tap the bell or subscribe so you don't miss the next part. And if anything comes up for you, drop a comment. I'd really like to hear your thoughts.